All right.
So I think the first part of this mission was actually really easy once we figured it out.
Yeah. Just a little more patience than normal, but we're all good.
Well, if you test it, you also can't use consume on infestors anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he
Why though?
to save us from ourselves,
I
because
guess.
Yeah, just whoever gets the Banshee, go around and target down the tanks, and this part is simple.
Yep. What do you think about Malignant Creep on this one? I almost feel like the Twin Drones is nice, but not necessary for the small amount of resources.
I think you're right.
Okay, Frenzy, Mutalisks I'm not going to make. So, my Hive command doesn't say that it affects you all, but it seems like it does. So I will grab that again.
So I could go for extra minerals per trip or extra health regen while on creep. What do you guys think?
I'm not sure how much health regen is it on creep.
It says +1, so I'm guessing 1 per second.
That seems horrible.
Yeah, it does, yeah. Also, Nocturne has the regeneration aura, so that probably makes it useless.
Okay, I went automated gas and malignant creep, and I think that will help.
I'm doing the Overseer upgrade again, because that seems pretty important, and I'm going to stick with that Hive command if we're not doing the Overlord upgrade, which I think is fine.
All right. Let's do this easy peasy this time.
Easy peasy.
Remember the sneaky Marines.
Yeah, let's just take care of this group first.
Move to that garrison, quickly.
Okay, I'll do this. It's just that easy.
No problemo. Okay, so one fungal up here. Try not to hit the Banshee with fungal.
Oh!
No problems.
Okay. I'm gonna try to grab this single thing.
Then the infested should be able to start getting stuff done.
Okay.
Both of the tanks are dead.
We'll get them eventually. Huh, they didn't send the first science vessel in. They normally sent 2. Now they only sent this one. It's rude.
Parasitic domination on the Dominion's heavy ordnance. Turn their weapons against them.
Well, they killed my Banshee with the vessel.
I don't know if we'll necessarily need it.
Oh, make them stinky. Nice.
Make them stinky.
Well, I proceeded to watch your science vessel and run my second infestor to its demise, so be careful. It's all up to you guys now.
Without the tanks, I think just keep spreading the creep and we'll get this eventually.
I'm really bad at remembering to spread creep, so I appreciate the reminder.
That's fine. Yeah. I don't know. It's something like once I started getting in the habit doing, I actually quite enjoy. So I just have to...
I completely agree. It's just I don't main Zerg, and then it takes me a little bit to get in the flow.
Mm-hmm.
The infestors have implanted all 3 viral
just for this starting section.
Of the platform.
It's time for the infested to do their part.
It's time for the infested to do their part, she says. Well, eventually. Eventually they'll kill this bunker. Maybe.
They'll get him infested.
Okay, cool.
The Zerg are infesting the facility. Release the gas.
Okay, so you're doing swarm hosts. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Okay. And remember, they send in those jerk Diamondbacks pretty early.
Well, I hope you can defend them.
Guess they're kind of free to take.
I have automated gases for us this time, so take your gases early.
Nice. Man, I had such an abundance of gas last time. I wonder if maybe infestors would be the right choice.
Maybe. You can try.
Like taking the Thors and taking... I mean, even if you know they die in the middle of an enemy comp, they at least remove them.
I guess they're not that impacted by EMP, are they? Because they can just eat new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give it a shot.
It's the only mercy we can afford them.
The Dominion is after our virophage. Stop them.
God, wow, mutation is so good.
There are more garrisons nearby. Infest
I figured
our
wild
national
mutation would be pretty good on the Locust too, because you're not giving up anything.
One of our virophages.
The garrisons are still there. An infestor can replant the virophage.
Okay. Just about fully saturated. Man, I really like these Baneling upgrades in concept, but I just don't think they're affordable. They just don't provide enough bang for their buck.
Yeah, Banelings in the campaign have never been my favorite.
I think in the original game, I quite liked them, but not here.
The Dominion's gas supply has run out. They will need time to recharge.
Pailers seem pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So my creep puke actually, it reveals invisible units, so that's why I grabbed it this time. That was a nice addition.
Oh, of course. How
Much...
did we not think that that would happen before?
It was just something that
What a
he
weird
added,
moment.
so that's good.
We require more minerals.
God, Primal Dawadier is looking so fresh. I love his new skin tone. He's been exfoliating.
Dawadier moisturizes.
Wait, is she affected by Primal Mutation? Or Wild
Heroic
Mutation?
units are not.
Can I get you with this? No.
What were you trying to snap me with?
My equivalent Wild Mutation that gives a bunch of extra armor.
Oh, gotcha. So in theory, how long does that ability last, the armor one?
10 seconds. It's basically Wild Mutation.
Because if it ever does come to it, we still could try to figure out the wild mutation plus that one cheese, where we just nail a bunch of mutas with that and then dive them in, because they should be functionally immortal for 10 seconds and insane DPS. I don't think it'll work on this mission,
Yeah.
but we should just keep it in mind.
Well, you say functionally immortal. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Remember that wild mutation gives 200 maximum HP.
Oh,
and you
you're
said,
right.
Like a bunch of armor.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm kind of feeling the infestors here.
Me too. I mean, it removes the enemies from the composition, which is the most important part.
Our infestation spreads to a nearby garrison.
I think Infestor Impaler is actually quite good, yeah.
And remember that you guys can eat my locusts if you need energy. I do
Okay.
not mind.
I'm gonna go back around to this area because I'm pretty sure that's where they come from first.
Our infestation spreads to another garrison.
Never mind, they went to this one instead.
We have lost a virophage. If you bring an
On my way.
infector to the garrison, it will replant the virophage.
If you use Consume on a roach, it gets you pretty much to full energy, and then you can just burrow them.
That's a good point.
Our infestation spreads to a nearby garrison.
Yeah, those swarm hosts, I'm liking it.
Slow and steady progress is what we need.
Yes. Just gonna keep fungling and... Yeah, so we lost way less against that, for example.
Maybe this is how we just should be playing by default, is this swarmy style.
Just very, very cautious, yeah. I still can't get over how you can no longer consume infestors.
It's the map-making version of baby-proofing the house.
Yeah. Trying to get Dowadir up here so I can reveal the... There we go. Were there just no Diamondbacks this time?
Don't jinx it.
Maybe we killed them before they got here.
Didn't they come a little bit later? I think we just cleared a lot faster.
Yeah.
So someone else is going to have to take the expansion this time, because I'm going to end up hitting max and not having anything to do with my money.
I'll do it. Yeah, see, you get, way more value out of those,
Careful.
Just so much better value out of those, swarm hosts. And you'll have leftover money, too. Seems really important. Remember that they spawn medevacs out of nowhere and land in your mineral line, so get at least a couple spine crawlers to delay.
Gas is venting onto the platform. Prepare to defend our virophages.
That's a good point. So let's get in defensive positions.
Yeah.
Before they come creeping again.
Okay, this is fine. I'll go back to, like, here. Or further back, I suppose.
Get that bridge extended and wipe out that hive.
I don't know where I should put the swarm
Surge on my
house.
platform.
Nice. Caught this one in the perfect spot.
Oh, here they are.
There they are.
And they just go through each mineral line, but as long as I mean, they might kill the crawlers, but they'll die.
Oh, they killed my swarm host.
Yeah, it's kind of unclear how they prioritize what they're doing. Here come the medevacs. This is kind of an ideal time for them to come in
where did the
to
medevac
do
go?
this.
It didn't drop anything, it just left?
Like you said, don't jinx it.
We have lost a virophage. If you bring an infestor to the garrison, it will replant the virophage.
Thanks, Isha. We have lost a virophage.
We have lost
Hey, that was way too much emotion.
Bring a guy to the thing to get a new virophage. Okay. Yeah, good work.
Okay, got a few siege tanks.
The garrison has been infested, my queen.
Also, Nachul heals mechanical units, so so she can kill whatever with seal with infest.
That's really cool.
I just heard a spider mine burrow, and I don't know where it was, and now I'm extremely paranoid.
I sense more garrisons across the platform.
The gas has run out, my queen.
We're not gonna be able to get down. Yeah. Cool, cool. So
Sorry,
when
my guys are really fat.
That's fine. When I see those throws, I'll try to take them where possible.
If you guys want to try to sneak around, I'm leaving a little bit open.
I'm getting through. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to move this creep up.
So this is the first time I've actually been legitimately excited for Swarm Host Evolution Mission now.
Yeah, they're pretty good here, aren't they? Bleh.
They're assaulting the base. Don't give them an inch.
Tawadiro, give me vision. Yeah, that's pretty helpful. I'm into it.
You sounded like a cultist there, by the way. Dawaderu, give me vision.
Well, it's true. Lord and Savior Dawadiro.
I can't express, by the way, how happy I am that you used that horrible thumbnail I made for you.
Dude, I hate making thumbnails. If anybody made me any thumbnails, I'll use them. But I thought it was great.
Thumbnails because they're so stupid.
I thought it was great. Don't let anyone tell you your thumbnails aren't good. I thought it was
just look
catchy.
at the views on the video and I go, oh, thumbnails work.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. You wouldn't think so, but it's true. I get some more queens up here. Wow, I am maxed out. When did this happen?
This is what the infinite wall of tankiness does. We don't lose anything.
Yeah. When you use the unit that's not meant for this mission, but, you know, the last mission. Okay, here comes the giant wave.
Not bad.
Oh, yeah. Very nice. I'll get this science facility grabbed here soon.
And there's some places that need to be recaptured.
Yeah, they're taking the expansion, but that's okay. At this point, yeah, I don't even need the money, interestingly enough. Wow, night and day difference from last time. I'm glad that you encouraged us to try again instead of me just being like, oh, I guess we should just, you know.
The first time is always like 50 times worse than the second time in my experience.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Map knowledge is over half the battle. The question is, you know, do we want to do every map twice?
I don't think we'll have to. We're learning.
Yeah.
So we learned last time what things were powerful then, and we just have to adjust.
We're like the Jurassic Park velociraptors. We've learned to open doors.
Exactly. Let's just hope we don't get bobbed by a stealthy T-Rex.
I'm sorry,
I
every
hate
time...
that part of that movie, by the way. It's so stupid. Like, the entire movie is building up the fact that the T-Rex is, like, really loud and stomps everywhere, and then it sneaks up on someone at the very end of the movie. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was just apologizing because I make the vomit noise every time I vomit the creep. But I agree.
I know. Listen, I get very impassioned about things that have no value.
Well, I mean, they're
do not
fighting
matter.
against the Velociraptors, and like, sure, like the adrenaline's pumping, but then suddenly this thing just appears out of nowhere and grabs a Velociraptor out of midair. There's no way that the characters didn't see that.
Exactly.
Your efforts are futile.
Let me send back an Infestor to grab this.
So one thing I'm noting is that I don't think Malignant Creep is doing anything.
Gas is venting
They're
onto the
pulsating.
platform. Prepare
No,
to
like
defend
it
our
does
viral
work, but we're not
phages.
getting any value out of it.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. I agree.
Oh yeah, I just checked right there. They absolutely are wasting their cooldown abilities on the what are these called? The locusts, which is good. Like the Thor just used his big cooldown on it.
Okay. Well, that's good. We can bait it pretty easily then with stuff. We could probably bait stuff like that with creep tumors.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if the Thor just went all out on a creep tumor? They like start Yamatoing the creep tumors.
They might. I mean, at this rate, they very well might. The only thing with Malignant Creep here, I think there are some missions where it is really valuable, and here I think it's more just to get the infested up to the front, because while they do suck, they do at least draw some fire as we try to push into.
That is a good point.
Man, I'm maxed out, but it feels like I have nothing in my army.
Yeah, 130 supply woes.
Wow, now I have free supply. It doesn't take much in these engagements to drop 100 supply instantly, you know?
If you need money, I have it.
Oh no, I've got plenty. It's just resupplying. Build more hatcheries. Looks like some medevacs might get through here. Only a couple got through, and your Impaler should actually finish that up.
Virophage. If you bring an infestor to the garrison,
I think you're overestimating Mr. Impaler.
Hey, he's not bad.
He exists.
That Impaler's worked hard his whole life. He comes into work on time every day, never used a sick day.
have run out of
Only
gas.
for you to say that he's okay.
Sorry. I know. I keep getting complained at that I don't respect my units enough.
Well, except for the fact that you keep them all alive through an entire playthrough. You know, that's...
That is true. They have great healthcare.
Okay, so I guess let's do it. I'm gonna vomit out some creep and try to spread it forward here. Blech.
So I wonder if the attack waves are spawned, or if they're going to be built out of these production facilities and they'll be weaker because we're taking them down.
It seems varied. In some cases, it looks like they are building stuff, but in other cases, like when they attack us with medevacs, they seem like they come from off the screen. But it's possible they path around the side of the map.
Right.
Gas is venting onto the platform. Prepare to defend our virophages.
There's a Siegebreaker back there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into mind control of them, but they're really far back there.
One thing that's very annoying about this mission, but I appreciate a lot, is how insane this fortress is.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of games, they'll be like, here's this fort you have to break through, and it has like some discernible weakness that's very easy to get through. And this one's just like, no, you're gonna lose everything.
Yep. And they send out massive counterattacks. Though I have also learned a long time ago that sometimes like a strict lore accuracy is not always the best choice.
Yeah, definitely.
If the only reason that you have a lot of defense is like, well, it's supposed to be a highly defended area, right? Doesn't mean that it has to be in the gameplay, per se. Like, it makes sense to be, but it doesn't have to be. Do I have any infestors left? Man, this is crazy. Well, we cleared the right side out.
So apparently all the medevacs do fly from the Dominion base and use flanks to get behind the players.
Okay, cool.
The infantry spawn via drop pods, but they also use structures to produce.
Nice. So I guess killing some of this production should help. Synergy, you got... Oh, never mind, it's dead. You had stuff inside of a medevac.
Incoming.
Oh, I think it was a siege tank that I forgot to unload.
Okay, now I'm out of money.
Yeah.
But we're much
Same.
closer.
Yeah, I think we can win on this day.
Let's not throw everything into that. Let's kill them as they spawn, and then... Whew, that's
hard.
a lot. Dawadiru, no! Run, my fat friend! He's done it.
He has so many legs, of course he can run fast. I think we've chewed through a lot of that. It's very hard to tell.
I assume they can rebuild it. I don't know, though.
Synergy, could you make them really stinky? Yeah.
I'm not... I can't tell if are we making progress? I think so.
I think we are. There's these high ground siege tanks. If they could be sniped, things would be so much easier.
Yep, I got one here.
Prepare to defend our virophages.
Okay, there's two.
I think all we need to do is not die right now.
Agreed. Again, I can't rebuild anything, though. I'm gonna fly around with this BC and try to snipe something else. There goes one Viking made it by our stuff. Oh no, never mind. There we go.
Yeah, this is day and night now that the tanks are gone.
Yep. Blah. I wish that gave vision, too. That would be cool. That'd be a little too good. Oh, you want to do a wild mutation combo on the swarms? Yeah.
Great.
Oh, look at them. Oh, they're gods.
So good. And the final objective has, like, no HP. It'll be really easy.
Cool. I'm loving the wild mutation, vigorous mutation combo. Pretty neat.
Yeah, it seems to be that what we need in this whole campaign is short bursts of absurd power, and
Yeah.
having the kind of like grindy over time is not as important.
That's a really good way to put it, yeah. Again, it's just like building up to the point where you can make solid progress without and also like being aware that your economy is very short-lived
My
in
queen, the
what you might
swarm
expect.
is ready to enter the
Yeah,
laboratory
absolutely.
At your command.
Good. It's time we found out what's waiting inside.
I'm excited for the next mission.
Next mission mutas tend to be really good for because you can snipe the pods and draw the hybrid into the Dominion.
And if the Dominion is really overpowered, we might be able to make some really cool stuff happen.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Good work. So I have a passive that makes my air units 20% cheaper on gas. I don't know if that would affect the whole team, but I think that might be worth grabbing this time.
Huh, that actually does sound pretty good.
So the faster we get mutas into somebody's hands to fly around and break open those pods. Hey, Synergy, if I had to pick between playing Legacy of the Void Terran Edition or Wings of Liberty Zerg Edition, which one should I play next weekend?
It depends a lot on which race you like the most, I think. Legacy of the Void Terran Edition is definitely one of my hardest campaigns, especially on Brutal.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's really up to preference. For example, I like Wings of Liberty Zerg Edition, but I don't like Zerg in general, so it wasn't, for me, as fun as the other campaign, so I'm kind of biased that way.
Okay. Good to know.
I think that Legacy of the Void Terran Edition is really good. And Wings Liberty Protoss Edition are both good. Did you finish XCOM 2? Is that why you're looking for a new thing?
Indeed.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm going to stick with this creep projectile. I actually quite like being able to spread creep on the go. And I'm going to grab the accelerated evolution for us all. I'm also getting this gas pockets. Again, I don't know if this affects all of you. It doesn't say that it does, but I have some other ones that say that they don't affect you, but they do. So
Yeah, I'm getting Vespene efficiency and automated extractors, so we should get 5 per tick on automated gas with reduced cost air units, and that seems like it'll be fair.
yeah.
And then I figure if we get a bunch of mutas in a pile, we vigorous evolution and wild mutation, how do we lose?
That's a good question. So I can make these Nidus worms if I choose it in the future, and they spawn with infested Terrans inside of them too. That's kind of neat.
Nice.
I
Wouldn't
feel
it be
we might
funny
need them to... Sorry, you were saying?
Are you go, Synergy?
I was thinking that Nidus worms might be necessary to cheese some missions. Like, if it's ever possible, might have to consider it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We could actually have someone do something like, once we get Broodlords, that person flies around with some mutas to a corner, builds some Broodlords, clears an area out, then the other people Nidus worms their armies in. We could get some real crazy stuff going on.
Yep. Yeah, and if I take the Nidus worms, we all can make them, so that's cool. So my mutas are only 80 gas. What about you all?
We require more minerals.
80.
Nice. Okay, so that does affect everybody. Great.
Eliminate that hybrid before its attack kills you.
The game speed is definitely slower again.
Yeah, it is.
It's fine. It's our...
Okay, we got a few Hellions. Watch out, Grant.
Oh, come on!
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at your misfortune. I'm just laughing at the absurdity.
Well, I have 2 workers. Up to 3.
He completely went around my own mineral line and my units and went for Grant's drones.
This is why I don't main Zerg.
What a
I
time to be
hate
alive.
this. I hate Hellions.
Okay.
It's truly something special.
I should have taken double drone. Does anyone have like 100 minerals I can have?
I'll give you. Not. I can't for a little bit of time, unfortunately.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
There's a tank back there now.
We are going to have to kill this hybrid real quick.
Okay, on my way.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can usually draw the Dominion into it, but yeah, there's a bunch of vultures. It looks like they're riding around. They might be coming in to kill us.
Us.
Well, probably
Yeah.
you. We got an attack coming.
on my way.
What?
Much longer.
They have an APC!
Destroyed.
And it's killing the hybrid! It wasn't carrying anybody.
That's too bad.
So I think what we might have to do is slip around this Dominion force. I don't know, it looks kind of scary.
Is there a tank in there?
Never mind, Noctool's good.
Poor Dawadir's not looking too hot, but I will.
So the hybrid are definitely way buffed in terms of stats, but they don't seem that bad.
Nah. I mean, Psystorm sucks, but we'll worry about that when it comes down to it.
It's really not that bad if we have regeneration mutas.
But it will not be the last.
On my
It
way.
look like that queen jumped a really long way.
Physics engines.
You know, the Shadowlings might actually end up combining really well with Nidus Worms, because they can actually get the vision in weird locations for us.
So let's pick a direction and commit to it. Or we do mutas.
We need to wait for one of them to pop out first,
Oh, that's
because
right.
it's going to start the timer.
Okay.
Kill everything.
A hybrid is attacking you psionically. It must be eliminated if you are to survive.
There's a nuke right on our base.
I don't know where the ghost is.
And there's Diamondbacks, and there's Cloaked Banshees, which they're hitting Evo chambers, which is fine, but...
Okay, I'm making an overseer. Okay, I have the overseer.
Okay.
No problems.
So we're back up to snuff here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think
there's
so.
the ghost. What a jerk. That's how I labeled the description in my video, where I said, we're playing on evil tactics, which just means that the AI attempts to just be a big jerk.
Oh, okay. So, there's a problem on this mission where, you know how they do that life drain thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hurts Kerrigan. I guess it hurts your guys' too.
Yeah,
So it
is
usually
better
doesn't
than
do that.
ours.
Oh, it normally isn't like actively draining health. It's just supposed to be a timer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's, you know, something.
I'm gonna go try to kite the dude into the Dominion.
Okay.
Wow, they have good upgrades.
Yeah, I assume they have like maelstrom rounds and stuff. We're really pinned in here, aren't we?
You must destroy the hybrid before their power kills you.
Oh, he really doesn't want to be.
No.
We require more minerals.
Does anyone have tunneling claws on the roaches?
I
No.
do not. Hang on, I have more mutas. I might be able to pull him in. Just gonna sack these, but fly him right over here.
Brutalisk. Upon your return,
You should be able to
its
bank,
mind
yeah.
can be controlled if you
Perfect.
are close
There we go.
enough.
A minute, though? I don't know if it's enough, but...
We require more minerals.
It's a start?
Yeah.
Actually, they're doing good damage.
We require more minerals.
We can dive it if they get killed.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of aberrations, so we should be able to tank the hybrid.
Okay.
We must eliminate the hybrid. Time is short.
Yep, they got it.
Yeah. So, great.
Let's clean this up.
One less hybrid. The swarm now controls
Moving
a
in.
section of the lab.
Cool. I guess we can go for a Brutalisk up top.
Yeah.
Another hybrid has been released. They must be
We need
destroyed.
spores.
I get some.
I think it's just one at each ramp.
Our allies are in combat.
I don't know if this Dominion base is going to be breakable.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's in the way, but... do you want to take the mute? Do you want to take mutas and go up and around? See if we can...
Great idea.
Avoid the expo, I guess.
Do you have regeneration?
Oh,
man.
God! I do, yes. There are Widow Mines and AoE Vikings.
Yeah, let's pull into a corner.
Well, I only have 2 left, but they'll do their best.
Mutation.
I feel like mutas are like even like worse than what they could have been
Yeah,
previously.
they are made in paper.
Yep. They're just so easily countered in this circumstance. Okay, that one was pretty easy to kite right into them.
They're not going to win, though.
Well, we can just kite hit them into the next group as well. Should be not bad. And then, meanwhile, our heroes just die. They just die. They're not doing anything. They just die.
Absolutely useless. Yeah, if we have to redo this, A, it'll be easier because I don't lose all my workers at the 3-second mark. And B, I'll go like Swarm Host or something. I bet Swarm Host would be hybrids.
Yeah.
Eliminate the hybrid.
Do you want to try to bait this thing again? Yeah.
I don't know where we'd bait it to.
Into the Bruta area, maybe?
But we can't... Oh, I guess there's a tank there, yeah.
Does this detect? It does!
It detects for us, too.
Hey, I'll take it. Alright, Big D's back out, boys. Let's go.
The hybrid does not care about siege tanks. Oh, actually, this area is really well defended. Look at this. This
Yeah.
is usually where the hybrid is.
And even getting up there is difficult. Like, we want to be able to push through so that we can take that expo. Or not. I guess not in this case. But it certainly does seem kind of like we need to... Synergy, do you want to push up with our ground army and get through there?
They must die.
Yeah, let's go.
God, there's so many Marines.
We have
Those are
two
fake
hybrids.
hybrid, don't worry. The real one reset.
Okay. We're like sort of close
and-
to you. It's just there's this tank here. That's
Oh no, I don't have anything up there anymore, don't worry. They're all
okay.
dead.
Well, we sort of
Oh, we
opened the
have
way,
10
but we're about to
seconds.
lose.
Yeah. Okay, mutas are definitely not the right approach here.
Yeah, and I accumulated too much gas, so I'm gonna ditch that 20% cheaper flyers. In fact, I don't know if that would ever really be that useful at this point.
Well, let's keep it in mind. Remember, Broodlords and Vipers will be a thing.
Yes.
I think Blinding Cloud might actually be absurdly overpowered.
I agree with that, yes. I think that's the best spell in the game. That's like the best non-Kerrigan spell in the game, without a doubt.
Yeah. And I am totally down for being the guy that just spams Blinding Cloud on everything to trivialize the rest of our run.
Cool.